that there are many actors in Europe now, and this is what we brought together in this book, and there are different ways to put properties out of speculation. You can organize, for example, a collective ownership where you need the whole community to agree on somebody selling the properties, or you have a shared ownership between the ground and the buildings, where again the community owns the land. So if you buy individually a part of the space, then you still have to follow certain rules that are defined by the community. So maybe you can sell it, but you can sell it for a very defined price, so you cannot speculate on the property. Or you have, again, a third party that owns the land, and for any kind of change in ownership, you need the agreement of the third party. So there's different kind of legal blocks, in a way, that you're not allowed to actually speculate for property. And the other question we addressed is access to capital. Because we all think that communities would never have the money to buy buildings. But this is not true, because what we see that all across Europe there are different ways, from crowdfunding, crowd investment, to solidarity funds, through different kinds of public, civic partnerships, through different kinds of ethical financial actors, foundations, that are all committed towards making this possible, collecting, aggregating money, bringing together small resources in order to be able to actually scale up community-led urban development projects. This whole question that we pose in funding the cooperative city comes from our own professional background, where we were working with communities in different cities on accessing space, but also in securing the presence. And often, when it's private property, when it's public property, you have dependence on the property owner, you have dependence on public administration. So we were interested in how to stabilize these situations, how to get beyond the temporary phase, how to get a foot in these spaces, how to become partly owners of all these spaces, or what are the different models that can assure that communities can stay in one place for the long term. So what we work on, in these months, actually, since we published the book, we've been touring a lot in Europe, and in different contexts we've been organizing workshops, discussions with local communities or municipalities, people who invited us, because we wanted to see what is relevant of all these examples that we brought together. So we've been working on helping local situations, developing models, financial models, in different cities, and also we've been looking into, together with the actors that we've been working with, we've been looking into how can we work on bringing their activities to an international level. How can, for example, a foundation that works in Germany or Switzerland, how can this foundation, this organization enter the market in Italy or in Spain or in Hungary? How can we make these practices more international? How can maybe we create an international solidarity fund which would enable local communities to access ethical capital? The book was born in a context that was mostly citizen activism and connecting to social economy and connecting to practically social movements in the field of urbanism. So by presenting some of these ideas in the architecture field, we expect that maybe there's another arena where we can discuss a little bit, and maybe we can have a bit of an impact on the architecture profession, or at least some architecture organizations that are looking into maybe community-related projects, and maybe we can offer some solutions, and maybe we can be invited and we can help some local community issues.